Greetings, Internet faithful. I am some guy named Rob, and welcome back once again to the International Academy for the Subtle Art of Talking to Oneself and the Sunday Night Livestream. This week featuring something that I've wanted to do for about 2 or 3 weeks now, which is what I'm calling the Wheel of Whatever. And that title is kind of inspired by just how I've been feeling over the past couple of weeks. So let's bring some music in here and let's set some mood here. There we go. There we go. That mix should be pretty nice. It shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too overpowering. I'm just going to adjust my head. There we go. Just adjusting the mix in my headset. So the last couple of weeks, I've been on vacation. I started on the Good Friday. Just before Easter weekend, started on the Good Friday, and I go back to work officially tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m., and I resume my normal 4 to midnight shift at the weekly 9 to 5, and that's just kind of how things are. And I thought, okay, well, if I take my 2 weeks vacation, I take my long weekend and everything else, I have 17 consecutive days of not having to work, to relax, to get everything together, just to kind of flow, just to kind of let things move, just kind of get things in order. As you can see, I did manage to do a couple little things here and there around the stream here. I managed to put together a cohesive visual palette, I guess, for lack of a better term. The webcam's still going to stay in black and white for now, just because my office is really a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of different colors, and it looks damn ugly. It just looks really, really ugly if I put it all in color. So I figured I may as well just stick it in black and white, and that's all shades of gray. You know, no harm, no foul. Other than that, I have done sweet fuck all. In 2 weeks, I have done absolutely nothing. I had a really nasty bout of insomnia, which completely wrecked week number 1. Week number 1, I was so sleep deprived. I think if you look at my stream last week and you look at the bags under my eyes, you could pack for a 2-week European vacation. That's just maybe 3 weeks of backpacking through Europe with the bags under my eyes as my only luggage. But that's neither here nor there. So we got through week 1 and figure, okay, well, I got week 2. Week 2 I started off the week with a stomach bug. And then I caught the flu. I don't know if it was the flu necessarily. I want to say it's the flu because I was rocking a low-grade fever most of the week. But I was just like completely drained. I was completely just wrecked. I spent most of Wednesday and Thursday in bed. And I was, whacked out on cough syrup. This is really the only cough syrup that helps me with like chest colds. And it's an over-the-counter, but it does have quite a bit of codeine in it. It's probably about the most codeine you can put in a cough syrup and still have it over the counter. The problem is that it whacks me out really hard. I'm a bit of a lightweight for my cough syrup, I suppose. Now, what that does mean is, unfortunately, because I'm still taking it, or I will be taking it later tonight after the stream, because as you can tell, my voice is still pretty shot. I can't have beer tonight. This is going to be a live stream with no beer. It's going to be a beerless live stream. And usually the two things you can count on are beer and the beard. So now the beard has to pull double duty. It really has to kind of anchor the whole show. So I have to make sure that I don't come across any stray razors or clippers throughout the course of this live Twitch stream. I think I'm pretty safe, but it does mean that I'm, I can't have an adult beverage, so to speak. However, I do have milk, and I have cookies, so yay. I brought those up pretty much for a visual gag. I'm not actually going to be eating and having milk and cookies, because cookies are dry as hell on stream, and the last thing I want to do is start myself coughing because I have a dry throat. However, because I was thinking, well, what can I do that is adult? And I thought to myself, well, what am I going to have? And I was walking through the grocery store thinking, like, what the hell am I going to drink? Like, do I just drink juice? Do I drink, like Pepsi? Like, do I have pop, or do I have, like, I don't know, like some sort of fruit punch or whatever. And then I saw it. I saw the adult drink that I can have on stream tonight. The perfect thing that fits with any kind of a retro theme. I can have. Let me make sure that's on camera properly. Crystal Pepsi. I don't know why they brought this back. Did we not learn from our past sins? Why must the new generation suffer as we did? I remember when this stuff first came out. It was 1993. We were all watching the Super Bowl. It was probably the hardest Super Bowl ever to watch. It was watching the Buffalo Bills get absolutely trounced by the Dallas Cowboys, and on on all our TVs came the jingle for Crystal Pepsi, which was Right Now by Van Halen. And we thought, oh my god. I mean, 1993, I was a junior in high school. So really, the fact that Van Halen, Super Bowl, and Pepsi all at the same time, this was like the trifecta of awesome. And then we actually got to taste it. And if I recall, the aftertaste of this was one of the most vile things on earth. It was like this lingering taste you couldn't get out of your mouth. And don't ask me why I went out and bought some on purpose. I bought not only one, I actually have a second bottle of this. As we do our traditional ASMR opening from hell. Well, everybody, it's a beverage that's, I think, officially old enough to vote. Cheers. Oh, yeah. If I didn't know any better, and I can't say for sure that I don't, I would swear that this is a batch from 1993 that they found somewhere and just decided to bottle and ship and see what they could do and cash in on nostalgia from not baby boomers. The boomers never drank this shit. This was Gen X. This is Generation X's drink. This is as 90s as it gets. This and flannel shirts while listening to Nirvana or Soundgarden, or maybe some Mudhoney if you were into lesser mainstream bands. And maybe I think the only way this could get more 90s is if I was drinking a Zima. I think that's pretty much all I could do to get more 90s in this. But yeah, Crystal Pepsi. As adult as beverages get, because it is old enough to vote. This is the millennial drink. This drink is officially a millennial. God damn, I feel old. I feel so old. Alright, but that's not why we're here. We are here tonight because of a new feature that we're bringing to the stream. We're going to call this the Wheel of Whatever. And the Wheel of Whatever is basically a way to kind of take the pressure off of selecting a game. We're going to leave it to random chance. So I'm just going to pick, like, I don't know how many games. I think I've got, like, let me see. I've got 6 different games here, or 8 different games, and 2 wild cards. I don't know what the wild cards that the wild card that I wanted to do this week. I can't because of EA's servers being down. But we are going to go through the games. I don't know if you can see it on the actual wheel itself. So we're going to go through them. So we have 2 from the Nintendo Entertainment System. We have Pinbot and we have Pro Wrestling for your real vintage kind of retro, and kind of scratch that retro itch. We also have a couple of PS2 games. So on the PS2, We have The Simpsons Hit and Run, which I've never played before, actually. And we have the MVP Baseball 2004. Now, this would be me actually playing it. It wouldn't be me just sort of managing it, as you've seen me do on other streams. Next up, we have, from Game Boy Color, we have Mario Golf, which we've seen me play before. I really like that game. It's just a really nice game. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing. And I think on my last day before going back to work, a little bit of relaxing is not such a bad thing. Also on the Game Boy Color, another game I've never played before, Pokemon. I've never done anything Pokemon ever. Not once. Like, not even close. There's never been Pokemon that I've done. And, so, yeah, let's see how it goes. It'll probably be a horrible disaster, but I'm sure anybody who knows Pokemon whatsoever will have a ton of fun screaming at their monitors, wondering what the hell I'm doing. Finally, we have on the PC, for my Steam collection, we have Lego Lord of the Rings, which is a game I've never played before, so I know nothing about this game. The last Lego title I played was Indiana Jones, and that was several years ago on my Xbox 360, so I don't know what this is going to be like. I've never played any of these Lego games. I mean, really, I don't think I even finished the Indiana Jones one. I think we got that more... I think that was more for my wife. My wife, Mrs. SomeGuyNamedRob, was the one who encouraged that purchase. Oh, hold on. We have an issue. Just a moment, folks. I am going to be right back. I will be in just a second. Speaking of disasters, going about the past 5 minutes with no mic turned on. That's been great.
Talking to yourself?
Yeah, no, well, I'm usually talking to myself. That's one of those things. That's why I call it the International Academy for the Subtle Art of Talking to Oneself. No, the thing is that I muted the microphone in order to change over the games, and then I didn't unmute the microphone, which is wonderfully professional of me. It's not a live stream until I've screwed up with the microphone at least once. It happens every stream, every single time. It's become a tradition. Now it's just, where in the stream do I forget to turn my microphone back on? It's not exactly the most glamorous calling card, but hey, at least I'm known for something. All right, wild card. All right, we have wild card. The wild card that I was going to do, I can't do, because what I was going to do is I was going to put on Apex Legends, and I was going to see how long I could last in a game that I've never played before in a genre that I don't particularly play ever, but their servers are down, so I can't do that. So what I am going to do for wildcard is I'm going to fire up a new game that I actually, no, you know what? I'm committed to pinball now. I feel like I'm committed to pinball, so now I need to get a pinball game going. Let's see if Pinball Quest will work. I feel like I owe everybody a pinball game after Pinbot was a horrible disaster. All right. Start with Pop Pop. 1 player. What the hell? Are you kidding me? What do you have to do to get these stupid things working? Oh, okay. Now I know what you got to do. Okay, this is so unintuitive. It's ridiculous. Maybe I'll go back to Pinbot, but this is so unbelievably unintuitive. All right, so it's the left control and the B button, or the A button. That makes absolutely no goddamn sense whatsoever. All right, well, here we go. At least we have something. There we go. All right. Alright, I'm going to hold that there for now. I'm just going to make one quick adjustment here. There we go. Getting weird echoes in my headset, so I just had to stop that. Hey, what do you know? My microphone's still on. It's been one of those weeks, folks. Honestly, it's just been one of those weeks. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, all right. Never played. What the? Okay, just okay. I don't get it, but I don't think I want to get it anymore. Here we go. Let's just do this. Ah! Apparently you can move where your flippers are. I'm really terrible at this game. It would help if I knew what the rules were. Alright, let's go back to Pinbot and see if that control scheme that I just figured out works. Because maybe we can salvage Pinbot out of this for a little while. As SomeGuyNamedRob performs the ASMR from hell behind me. It's just been one of those weeks. Maybe it's I just have to go back to work tomorrow to get a sense of normalcy going on. It's just been, or maybe it's because I had such a smooth day with my son today. Everything went so amazing with my son and the dogs and everything that it's just going to take it out on me here. Okay, so yes, all right. The control scheme is working. Oh boy. Okay, let's Pinbot this. It's really disorienting to watch those, to watch the flippers move along the screen, like the tables shrink down like an accordion. That's really weird. Oh, well, there we go. That didn't last long. Lasted a lot longer than it did before, though. Hey, 158,000. That beats my 1,000 from before. So I'm 158 times better at this game than I used to be. That's amazing. That's progress, folks. That's incredible. That's progress. You can't buy that kind of progress. You know? All right, this isn't bad. I want to thank Janso Lee, who follows the stream regularly, for making the suggestion of this game. Actually came up sort of in casual conversation on the stream last week. And let me, you know what? I'm gonna move this over here, make it easier to see. There we go. And I'm gonna make this easier to see. There we go. Okay, now things are looking a little bit better, easier for me to see. Yeah, I can see what's going on with my stream. I know what's going on in general. This is kind of almost frightening that I have an idea of what I'm doing. Maybe, and I should remember what my controls are. There we go. Oh boy. So proud of myself for going 5 full minutes without screwing something up that I'm losing track of the game that I'm playing. Man, that accordion thing is just really, really weird. I know it's a limit of like, it's got to be like memory limits or graphics limits or something like that, but man, I don't know what they saved by it. Or maybe it was to help you anticipate your shot. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Uh-oh. Yeah, this music goes really well with Pinbot. I feel like I'm having myself a good old-fashioned pinball experience. Like really old-fashioned. Like this game is dirt, older than dirt. I think 1988 when it came out. Might have been like 11 when it was released. And I have never, I've played the Williams classic games on the Xbox 360 where it has the actual Pinbot table. This is not really like it at all. But this is an enjoyable game. I can see where people would like this sort of thing. This isn't bad, you know, and I could see where people would want to play it again. All right, so 685,000. Not too bad. And we're gonna put there R, O, and B for some guy named Rob. If there were 4, I would have done SG and R. All right, here we go. End. So that's 8th place. So wow, 7th place now. To get up on 7th, you have to break 1 million. That's pretty impressive. All right, let's see what we can do. Now we know the control scheme. Now that we have a slightly better idea of what we're doing, and now that we've kind of almost sort of possibly managed to, yeah, okay, so this looks good. All right, I'm just trying to get, yeah, I need to dismiss this. That's taking up real estate for no good reason. And there we go. There. So there we go. I'm just trying to get things so I can see my stream properly. I really haven't. I switched from OBS to Streamlabs OBS, and I'm still getting used to it. I guess it's because OBS was so basic, and I'm not used to these widgets and stuff, things that really make your life a whole lot easier as a streamer. Like, I feel like one of those, like, grandpas where it's like, in my day, we used to have to... Oh, shit, I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing, too. But I feel like I'm having, like, those Grandpa Simpson moments where I'm just like, you know, hey, we used to do it the hard way. And I just... Oh, my God, I'm... Ah! This stream, I just realized this stream has been a complete hot mess from beginning to end. It's been awesome. Awesome. I've done 20 plus minutes of streaming without showing the game I've been playing. I've still been on the wheel. I haven't noticed that I've been on the wheel. These are the types of things that happen when you get sick and you fall so far out of your routine and so far out of your comfort zone and everything that you are just... I mean, you look at this, 182,000. Nothing's happening here. I would need like 500,000 points on this ball just to beat my previous score. I don't see that happening. All right. It's just so weird because these controls are not intuitive at all to me. And I know part of it is because, well, part of it is because I never owned my own NES. My older brother owned the NES in the family. So when I played NES, it was because I was in his room. And generally speaking, we were playing like JRPGs. We'd be playing things like Dragon Warrior and things like that. So I never really played titles like these. So that's one of those things. And then the other thing is now, because it is such an absolute monstrous pain to hook up an NES to a TV, even though, you know, and like keeping cartridges alive, for lack of a better term, I've transferred most of my games and over to newer, like newer digital form, ROMs and stuff and emulators and stuff like that, or Nintendo classics and things of those natures, or you know, like things that you buy that have like, you know, 25 licensed games on them or whatever, and I've kind of consolidated them. And it's just a whole different experience because I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. Oh, 10th. Yeah, 685. Yeah, I had no chance. Okay, let's see if we can pull this out. Let's pull this out of the fire. Man, I feel bad for anybody. When I go to edit this, I'm probably going to have to edit out like the first like 45 minutes of this stream and just not even post it and say, you know what, first 45 minutes was a write-off because I was dumb. I was dumb. I had a dumb, and I needed to undumb myself before I could post this. Here we go. Oh, don't, yeah. No, there we go. I don't like shaking the tables. Also because for some reason these older pinball titles, they tilt like crazy. Like they tilt way more than any real pinball machine ever would. All right, here we go. Yeah, and that's a little, there we go. Hoping to keep control on it. Didn't happen. Alright, here we go. Starting to get a groove going here. It's kind of nice. I know I mentioned it on previous streams, but I remember, like, growing up. What the hell was that? I call shenanigans on that. It just froze. It just completely froze, and it, without warning, it just restarted. Alright. As I was saying, I remember growing up, having an arcade not far from where I lived. Actually, there were quite a few really good arcades from my youth, back when arcades were actually a thing. Like, are arcades even still around? I've never looked. I've never checked to see if arcades are still a thing or not. Alright. One last shot at redemption. I'm pretty sure at this point we're going to make... I'm pretty sure we're going to make the board at this point. Yeah, we're going to make the board, because... Oh, what the hell was that? Yeah, just doing that is going to get me on the board. Yeah, oh my god, that's so disorienting. Because I'm used to physical pinball machines. Physical pinball machines where you have, like... What the hell, man? Like, I get that this is not, you know, the original NES cartridge, but I can, you know, like, I should be around those types of memory limits. Like, emulating these glitches is not what I want. Don't give me the glitches, give me the gameplay. That's why I emulate. Get rid of these stupid glitches. Alright, here we go. There we go. This is starting to settle down a little. I know for sure that I'm on the board. So we're on the leaderboard. Now it's just how high up the leaderboard can we get. So I know that we're at least 10th. Might be able to make it to 9th. I'm hoping to beat my previous score. Like, if I could beat 1,000,000, that would be kind of cool. Would have been even cooler if I had, you know, been doing all this right from the beginning, but, you know. Take with the rough with the smooth, I suppose. Oh, man. See, that's dangerous, because at some point it's going to go the wrong way. Yeah, and it glitches out again, and there you go. It goes the wrong way. But we're going to get some bonus here. I'm probably not going to beat my highest score. I'm definitely not going to. But I'm going to make the leaderboard. I'm probably going to be like 8th. Let's see, game over. Where do we end up here? Okay, we're 9th. Oh, wow. Okay, so how far did I miss 8th by? Alright. Oh, okay. So my previous score would have put me in 8th. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so here is what we are going to do. We are going to... Let's change games, actually. You know what? Let's go back to the wheel. And this time we're not going to forget to change off of the wheel. You dummy. Okay. Let's spin our wheel of whatever. We've already gone through Pinbot. So let's see what we got. We have PS2 MVP Baseball 2004. Now you know what, I don't want that. I had a wild card earlier. I'm going to use that as a veto. PC Terrible Tale. Okay, folks. This is a game I've actually been looking forward to playing. And I am just going to need a moment to set this up. So we're going to go here. And we're going to move you over here. Okay, so it has its own music, so I'm gonna have to just turn that off for now. There we go. Okay, so we are going to come here, and we're gonna go back in here, and we are going to go, or split screen that there for a moment, and we're going to, there we go, set that up as we get ready to transfer games over to the next one. As I said, this is one that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. All right, that music is a little bit loud, so I'm going to pull that down a little bit. There we go. That shouldn't be too bad. And this is a little game called Quiver Dick's Terrible Tale for terrible parents to read to their equally terrible children. This is a game that I just wanted to play based on the title. I'm not going to lie. Ever since I saw the title to this game, I've wanted to play it. And I have not played it yet. I picked it up this week on Steam. And since that time, I've put 0 minutes into it. So this is the very first time that I'm getting to play this. I'm very, very excited for this. Probably way more than I should be, especially since this is like a little crappy RPG Maker game, but I saw the trailer for it and everything looks just really, really funny. It looks like it's just one of those games that it just invites you to enjoy the jackassery of it all. So let's fire up a new game here. A new game. What you are about to witness cannot be unseen. It cannot be unread. It still seems a little loud on the audio side, but what the hell? We're gonna go with it. If you continue, do so at your own risk, as I'm absolutely positive there's a better use of your time doing pretty much anything else. If you do choose to stick around, then please enjoy this terrible tale for terrible parents to read to their equally terrible children. If you just so happen to be a terrible parent, you may enjoy reading this terrible tale to your terrible children. If you are not a terrible parent, then you probably shouldn't be here, as I'm sure you will not enjoy this terrible tale. Who else is getting that Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail vibe where in the opening credits where they're talking about the moose? I'm definitely getting that vibe. If, however, you are a terrible parent, but your kids are not terrible children, then perhaps you should look elsewhere, as this terrible tale is better suited for appropriately terrible children. Those responsible for sacking those who have just been sacked have just been sacked. If you have terrible children but are not a terrible parent, then you're probably on your way out of here at this point. However, let's be honest. If your children are terrible, then you're probably a terrible parent, and it's probably all your fault. Which means that this tale is in fact for you. Get ready for Quiver Dick's terrible tale for terrible parents to read to their equally terrible children. We're in Old Man Quiver's house. Okay. Okay, hey Grandpa, can you read us a bedtime story? Maybe a motivational story. A motivational story that's super positive and shit. Or a story about an underdog that ends up beating the odds and winning some big competition or something. Or a story about how you got that arrow lodged in your dick, Grandpa. And this is why I can't be a voice actor, because I would get a script like this and I would immediately start corpsing. Oh. Well, that might be a story for another day, Andrew. Perhaps I can tell a different tale for your children. I don't know why I'm voice acting this. This just seems like such a great game to do it for. It just feels so right. And it feels so wrong. And it feels so right. All right, I need to... there's a couple things I need to check here. The hell. Anyway. Perhaps I can tell a different tale for you children. Perhaps a terrible tale. It also helps that my voice is completely shot from being sick. From being sick this week, I think having my voice completely shot gives me the ability to emulate an old man voice just really, really well. The fact that my hair is completely white and my beard is completely white probably doesn't hurt either. I'm kind of old, as you can tell by the fact that I am unironically drinking Crystal Pepsi. It's a long story. A terrible tale, Grandpa? All right, I'm not voice acting everything. This is getting ridiculous. I'm not going to remember all these voices. What makes a tale so terrible, Grandpa? Stupidity. Lots of it. Sounds like a perfect tale for Stupid McStupid Pants, doesn't it, Andrew? I'm not a Stupid McStupid Pants. My name is Andrew, and I'm super smart. Yeah, of course you are, Andrew. What did I tell you about having self-confidence, Andrew? Oh my god. That, I don't deserve it, and I'll never amount to anything because I'm ugly and I have a bad case of the herpaderps, Grandma. Okay. Confession time. I think on Steam I paid like $1.50 for this. If all it is if it's barely, not even interactive cutscenes where it's just like this and all I do is keep flipping the pages, I'll be happy as long as the writing is. If the writing keeps up, you know what? I'll $1.50 well spent. Well, your words, not mine. Wow. Grandpa, can we hear the story already? Oh, I suppose so, Emma. Yay! I can't wait to hear this terrible tale. Be careful what you wish for, Emma. You just might get it. Well, duh, that's what we've been wanting for 10 minutes now. Yeah, this is a pretty long intro. This is not a short intro. We always assume your stories are going to be terrible, Grandpa. They're always terrible. Fair point. This reminds me of the kind of stuff like my friends and I used to write in high school. Again, it's all coming back to this. This has inadvertently like transported this entire stream somewhere back in time. Way back into the back when times of some guy named Rob. Back when he forgot how to use computers and turn his microphone on and check his live stream to make sure it was working properly. Back when these ridiculous stories were happening and old school Nintendo games were all the rage. It's actually like it's kind of poetic, actually. Kind of poetic. Why don't you tell him that terrible tale that taught you the one moral lesson thingamajigger? Yeah, Grandpa, the one with the thing. Oh, why, of course, that tale, the one with the thing. Now, what thing was that again? I could have sworn there was a thing I had in mind. I have a belly button, Grandpa. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, you know what? I'm not the only one who called that. Where'd that come from? Ah, that random dumbass comment you made helped me spark an idea for a tale. This is the tale of... Tale of what, Grandpa? He doesn't remember, Emma. Get off his back. Of course I remember, you little shit. But, yeah, Emma, get off my nuts. I said back, Grandpa. Whatever. Anyway, this is the tale of something... I'll make it up as I go along, and you'll sit here and listen whether you like it or not. You got it, Grandpa. Okay, so it all started with an old lady being pushed around and bullied by a couple of dickheads who had nothing to better do than to pick on some old broad. Jesus. Alright. Leave me alone. Sister Whitsted. Okay. Excuse me. Now, when I say some old broad, I meant a young woman who happens to be a nun. Mr. Fister. Hey, you stay away from our fine establishment. Styles Davis. Yeah, we better not see you hanging around our village practicing that mumbo-jumbo witchcraft of yours. We don't take kindly to your worshipping that god. Stay in the forest where you belong, animal. Or else. Okay, all I did was bless someone when they sneezed, and I haven't even lived in your village for over 10 years. Well, just reminding you. Yeah, just a reminder, nun lady. Oh, whenever will they leave me alone? These guys are total douche nozzles, but what do you expect from two guys named Mr. Fister and Styles Davis? We'll come back to that part of the story later. For now, let's focus on this little fairy fuck here. Holy shit. Some old cunt. Oh, good God. You shouldn't be here, little fairy. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna chop you into tiny pieces and gnaw the meat off your bones. Well, I think that's my cue to leave. Run, run, little fairy, run, run. Oh, good. I actually get to do something. Well, that guy was creepy. Let's continue on with the rest of the story, shall we? Mary the fairy was visiting the graveyard one day in search of food. Looking for food in a graveyard, Grandpa? Oh yes, fairies eat human flesh, don't you know? Wow, I didn't know that, Grandpa. That's scary. Fairies are very weak, however, so they typically go to graveyards to feast on the flesh of those already dead. So anyways, this little fairy Mary, as stated previously, was on her way to get some food. Mary had some mega munchies as she was up all night 420 blazing it like a G. I want to be a G, Grandpa. You'll never be a G, Andrew. I can be a G if I want, Grandpa. I can be whatever I want to be. I just have to believe really hard. Andrew, you can't tie your shoes. You shit your pants at least 8 times a day. And you cry whenever you hear birds chirping outside your window in the morning. Their chirpy, chirpy, tweety, tweet songs are just so beautiful. You are the furthest thing from a G than anyone has ever been, period. Jesus. Richard Simmons is more of a G than you. Oh my God. I have a feeling this is a very, very vaguely interactive experience in that I'm going to move from cutscene to cutscene just by... yeah, that's pretty much it. Wow. And of course, the cough decides to come back now. Ooh, I like him. He's my favorite. Oh, good God. That little girl down the street in a wheelchair is more of a G than you. Well, duh, she can do drive-bys, Grandpa. That's an unfair advantage. Let's just have these shitty legs. Step into my office, Andrew. We can clear up this leg issue if you're having... I'm not playing doctor with you again, Emma. Oh my God. This is definitely like the type of crap that my friends and I used to... When we would get bored in class, we would just sort of... especially my French class. When I took French in high school, I was in the French immersion program, so I was always like one level ahead in French from people who were in like the regular system, because it's split into 2 where I grew up. And for my senior year, we had this really, really lax teacher. We could get away with murder. We would actually turn our desks around into like a 4 square, and we would sit there and play poker in the back of the class for weeks at a time and never have any repercussions because all of our assignments were done on time. And we were quiet about it, and the teacher was like, all right, whatever, let these guys do whatever the hell they want. Like, the teacher just didn't care. He tried to cut my kidney out last time. Correction, I tried to cut your liver out, Andrew. I did cut your kidney out. Oh, God. It's too early to start tripping balls on cough syrup, especially with a tale like this. Should I blame the Crystal Pepsi for this? Is it too early to blame the Crystal Pepsi for this entire fiasco? Alright. Don't worry, Andrew. I have a 100% success rate when operating on my patients. All of your patients have died, Emma. Exactly. When did my grandchildren become little psychopaths? When they popped out of their mother's vagina, Richard. Anyways, food for the fairy. I'm quite famished. I need some nom-noms. I wonder where my fairy friends are. Oh good, I get to do something again. Just as you reach your hand out to touch the butterfly, it disappears with a flash of light. Huh? What's this? What the butterfly last was, it's a crystal on the ground. Ooh, a crystal. What kind of crystal, Grandpa? It was a lore fragment crystal, Emma. What's a lore fragment crystal? We'll find out later, possibly. Depends. Huh? Depends on what? Right now, it depends on whether you shut up so we can continue the damn story. Mary obtains a lore fragment. Alright. Hey, would you look at that? Oh, fairy friends, there we go. There you are, I've been looking all over for you bunch. Well, what took you so long? You missed out on dinner. Missed out on dinner? You couldn't have saved me some? Sprinkle tit. You snooze, you lose, Mary. Next time you won't be such a slowpoke. Boobsy. I don't think there should be a next time. Uh-oh. Combat? What do you mean? Boobsy. I mean, maybe we should get rid of you. Sprinkle tit. Yeah, I kind of agree. Mary. But Sprinkle tit. You're my best friend. We can still be friends. Just without ever seeing each other. Or talking. Or being friends. Oh, God. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Slipnips. The fairies have spoken. Mary the fairy is no longer welcome among us. You are banished forever. Fine, I don't need you. I don't need any of you. I'll be just fine on my own. Toodles, bitch. And with that, Mary set out in search of a new life all on her own. Wow, fairies are such assholes, Grandpa. Oh my God. They sure are, Emma. Would you like to save the game? Okay, sure. Why not? Yeah. There we go. Okay, 18 minutes and 24 seconds. And I've touched the controls 3 times. Holy shit. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Alright. So we're off on to search for our own life. Where the hell are we going? Well, let's talk to this human dude. Jeremy Dye. Well, hello there, little fairy.
Hello.
Hello to you, sir. How are you doing on this fine day? I'm doing well, thank you. You seem much nicer than that mean old man inside. Oh, how so? He threatened to cut me into tiny pieces and eat me. Oh. That's just some old cunt trying to scare you. Yeah, hey, Jansley, welcome to the stream. Yes, you know what? Even though you're only 70 minutes late, the first 65 minutes or so were terrible. I managed to not turn on my microphone for about a 4 or 5 minute stretch. I had to restart my countdown twice. I did about 20 minutes of gameplay of a previous game without ever switching over to the game capture device so people could see what I was playing. I had absolutely no control over one of my games, or 2 of my games actually, until I discovered the control by accident. And now I'm playing probably the least interactive game I have ever played. So yeah, this is the live stream this week. It's been a bit of a technical nightmare. But on the other hand, I have this sweet bottle of Crystal Pepsi. I mean, Crystal Pepsi. It's the official soft drink of Van Halen. What's not to love? Ugh. So yeah, so we are playing Quiver Dick's Terrible Tale for Terrible Parents to Tell to Their Equally Terrible Children. And it reminds me a lot of the really warped kind of psycho-fiction type of stuff, the flash fiction that friends of mine and I would indulge in high school. Well, he was quite rude. Okay, this... He's some might call a meanie face? Precisely, a meanie face. Well, thanks for talking to me, mister. I should really be on my way now. You take care now, little fairy. And with that, Mary the fairy went on her way. Alright. Some old cunt shop. You can say that again. Alright, what else do we have here? Let's see what we have. Like, grave marker sits peacefully still in the damp soil. It reads, R.I.P. Jimi Hendrix. Excuse him while he kisses the sky. Alright. It reads, R.I.P. Jim Morrison. He was the Lizard King. He could do anything. Alright, I'm not reading all of these. What would you do without me, Rob? What would you do without me? And the voice of oh yeah, the Crystal Pepsi, honestly, it has the same really messed up aftertaste. Actually, the aftertaste from the original Crystal Pepsi doesn't seem so bad as it used to be. It used to be horrible. It used to have this horrible aftertaste that lingered in your mouth, and you could never get rid of it. It was like you practically needed mouthwash. Alright, let's get out here into the real world. A long road to somewhere. I guess this is it. All on my own now. I suppose I should look around for some food. Alright. No food. No food. Oh no. Okay, no, that's the village. Okay, so it looks like I can't get around. Alright. What do we got? What are you? Reefer. Hello, little fairy. All alone, are we? I don't want any trouble. Why, of course you don't. But Reefer isn't here to cause you any trouble. No. Reefer is your friend. Oh, thank goodness. I'm gonna have, you know what? I really need to do a playthrough of this where I do proper voice acting. When my voice isn't completely shot from being sick, I'm gonna have to come back and revisit this game. All right. I'm so glad to meet a new friend. Reefer can sense your heartache and turmoil. Life got you down, little fairy. You guessed it. Life sure has been hard lately. Well, sit back and relax and let Reefer take care of you. You must listen to Right Now by Van Halen in order to improve the flavor. Now, do I have to listen to Right Now by Van Halen to improve the flavor just on its own? Or do I need to also watch the Super Bowl where Dallas kicked the ever-loving crap out of Buffalo when they played this as one of the commercials? Because I think that's when Crystal Pepsi was introduced formally. Like, that's when it was kind of announced to everybody. Was during that Super Bowl. That was like one of the big Super Bowl ads for that year. So I'm just wondering, do I need just Van Halen? Do I need the Super Bowl, or do I need both? That's going to be the real question as to what will improve the flavor of this Crystal Pepsi, other than flavor. Oh God, I miss beer already. I explained earlier, I've been taking like I actually still have it here. It's cough syrup with probably like the highest legal dose of codeine they can have for over the counter without stunning livestock. And I've kind of been tripping balls on this for most of the week. And mixing this with alcohol would probably be a bad idea. Anytime the Cowboys win, your taste buds die. That's very true, because somehow Dallas is in the NFC East. Someone in the National Football League is very, very bad at geography. Dallas is in the NFC East. Think about that. All right. Let's see what Reefer's doing. It was then that this mysterious creature called Reefer began shoving handfuls of mushrooms into Mary's mouth, force-feeding her more than she could handle. Wow, she's lucky. I love mushrooms. Oh, shit. These weren't your typical mushrooms, Andrew. These were magical mushrooms. I know that, Grandpa. I ate a bunch from your dresser drawer and got higher than a motherfucker. Yeah, this is definitely like the flash fiction that my friends and I wrote back in high school. And I say, it's like, it's the retro aesthetic. It's the 1993-ness of it all. I'm just missing Zima and a flannel shirt and life is 90s all over again. Oh my God. Swain Games rating with a party of 22? Oh my God. Hello, Bama. Hello, Crab Daddy. Hello, Swain. My God. Swain Games. Okay, Swain Games is someone that I follow on Twitch. He's a really great Madden streamer. Well, I mean, he's a great streamer in general. Great to his community. Amazing to his community, and he's been asking me the last couple weeks, like when I'm at a stream, he just wants to kind of drop by. Didn't realize until tonight he was planning on bringing people in, and here, you know, he's coming from like Madden and Mortal Kombat and stuff like this. I've basically got a completely twisted, fucked up fairy tale for everybody, where I'm doing stupid voice acting. I'm waiting for everything to just crash. This is going to be amazing. Hello, everybody. My God. Thank you for showing up. This is amazing. Welcome to the stream. You know what, Swain? I'm going to try and make this as entertaining as I can for you guys. Well, Bama, thank you for the follow. My God. Like, everything. See, I'm going to have to turn, so I'm not really going to be looking in the camera anymore. Steelers for a follow. My God. This is amazing. Swain, thank you. Like seriously, thank you. My God, was not expecting this. We may have to run this stream a little longer than I had planned, just to kind of welcome you all here. Yeah, this. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of amazing. 28 viewers. Holy crap. I'm going to apologize now because of the way I have things set. I'm still kind of getting the hang of Streamlabs, moving over from OBS, and I have my triple monitor setup and everything. So if I'm not super attentive in the chat right away, I will apologize. Yeah, the game name. That's the real name of the game. Quiverdeck's Terrible Tale for Terrible Parents to Read to Their Equally Terrible Children. I saw this on Steam. It was like a couple of bucks. I had to pick it up just on the name and the trailer. And of course, when you have something that says, you know, a little kid saying, I ate a bunch from your dresser drawer and got higher than a motherfucker, referring to magic mushrooms, it's a win. Wow. Okay. All right, let's compose myself. Let's get back to what I was doing and try not to be, you know, sort of awestruck at the fact that that Swain brought the Swain Nation with him. I'm going to try not to bore you guys as I always do. But yeah, because my eyes are going to be darting around a little bit. If I don't answer you guys right away, that would be why. All right, here we go. Dear God, is that where all my shrooms went? I thought I'd eaten an entire bag of them and forgotten. Nope, that was all me. Am I a gangster yet, Grandpa? You're a goddamn monster is what you are, Andrew. Eating all of my mushrooms like that. Oh, don't worry, Jansely. You are actually the reason for this fame. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Jansely. I started this on the what we call the Wheel of Whatever around here, which is what we use to select our games every week. And the first game was one that was inspired by you. It was Pinbot on NES. And please don't rewind this stream back to like the first 45 minutes. It's terrible. It's just glitchy galore. It's just me completely forgetting how to stream, how to computer. I completely forgot how to computer. So yeah, I was playing Pinbot for a while, and then Pinbot after a while kind of, you can only play it for so long because there was nobody in the stream really at the time, or nobody that was actually chatting. So I switched over to this. I spun the wheel again, switched over to this, and then all this started to happen. So all of this is because of you, Jansely. So, whoa, pardon me. Crystal Pepsi, folks. We're taking a flashback. Everyone's saying this reminds me of my childhood. This is 1993 in a bottle. Cheers. All right. Back to our story. Eating all of my mushrooms like that. Anyways, Reaver had just finished shoving all those mushrooms down Mary's throat, and as she ingested them, she began to see funny colors and hallucinate. Oh, she's tripping balls. Whoa. Feel better, little fairy? Totally. Well then, my job here is done. If you ever need more, you know who to call. Wait, I do? And yeah, I know enough people who've been tripping balls off of this stuff to know kind of how they sound, by the way. I'm pretty sure I don't know how to get a hold of them if I need more. I totally forgot to give you my business card. That's my bad. Apparently I'm out of business cards. This is embarrassing. This is kind of emblematic of my stream. Or at least the first 45 minutes of it. It's okay. I'll just yell really loud until you come find me. That's not really how it works, but we'll just go with it. Maybe I'll be in the area that day, who knows? I sure don't. Yeah, well, goodbye. And with that, the creature was gone just as quickly as he had come. God, if I had a nickel for every time that happened. There's a book called Do You Want to Play With My Balls? You should look it up. It's hilarious. Yeah, you know what, Bama? If this game, I'm not sure if it's still on sale on Steam, but it's amazing. It's barely interactive. It's barely a game. It's like a fairy tale that you just kind of go along with. But man, I'm having fun with this. This is hilarious. Especially since I kind of like hamming it up on the microphone, as you can probably tell. Well, I'm not hungry or sad anymore. I guess I should be on my way to search for a new place to call home. So Mary set off into the treacherous beyond in hopes of finding her new life. Okay. The dragon lets out a giant roar, warning you to back off. I should probably leave it alone. Kooky, thank you for the follow. Thank you very, very much. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the story. I really am. All right, what is this? Okay. Apparently I can't interact with that right now. I really want to, though. Or is that just me tripping balls? I can't tell. I think that's just me tripping balls right now. Alright, let's go up to this guy. He seems to know what's up. Oh. Okay. That's weird. What the hell? Alright. Oh no, okay, so what's this guy's problem? Okay, apparently that's not the way to go either. Well, let's see where this takes me. Just as you reach your hand out to touch the butterfly, it disappears with a flash of light. Mary obtains a lore fragment. Alright. Let's see where we're going. The short road to somewhere. It wasn't long before Mary had come to a path in the woods leading south. Now, I don't know if you're the oldest one, Tomato. You might not be. You may not be, because I'm a fairly old bastard myself. Because, contrary to popular belief, the camera's not set to be black and white. It's just I'm so old that it just... black and white's all I know. It's what I grew up in. So yeah, the beard and the hair are completely white. Okay, you're like months older than I am. By months. You win this time, Tomato. But I'll get you next time. Alright, it wasn't long before Mary had come to a path in the woods leading south. I wonder what's down here. I love adventures. With much excitement, Mary continued on with her new journey with uncertainty, but plenty of faith and spirit. Okay, hey, we get to interact with this again. Okay, so we gotta chase butterflies. Butterflies are apparently like... There we go. Just as you reach out your hand to touch the butterfly, disappears with a flash of light. Mary obtains a lore fragment. I have no idea what these lore fragments do, but they seem kind of interesting. Alright. So let's head down. Even though we're a fairy, we can't just jump off. We have to use the stairs. We have no feet. We have to use the stairs. Alright. Let's see what we got here. What do we have? Do we have anything we can interact with over here? No. No, we just have this guy. So let's see who this guy is. Hello, guy. Faticus Maximus. Whoa there. Where do you think you're going? I'm not quite sure. I suppose into that cave behind you there? I don't think so. A little fairy like you gets smushed in that cave. Smushed? But why? Well, because Cyclops lives in there. And yes, for those of you who think I'm about to do that's a paddling joke, it's coming, don't worry. A Cyclops? I've never encountered one of those before. Fierce creatures they are, you know. I've seen one once. Wow, really? You've seen one? I did. But he had 2 eyes.
Wait, 2 eyes?
That's right.
So, wouldn't that just be a person?
Maybe. But I don't think so. Maybe it was a Biclops.
So, Biclops. As in a humanoid creature with 2 eyes. But not a person.
My God. It was just a person. I guess that's why I kept yelling, no, wait, don't run away from me, I'm just a person. It all makes so much more sense now.
So, there's not a Cyclops in that cave then, is there?
Oh no, there's definitely a Cyclops in that cave. He'll eat you up and shit you out and then eat you up again. Cyclops are dirty, disgusting creatures.
Well, I'm not afraid. I want to go in there and see what I'm made of. Mary the Fairy doesn't back down from anything.
If you insist, I suppose I'll let you through. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Despite the fat guard's warnings, Mary thought for some reason it would be a good idea to venture into the cave with a potential Cyclops, or Biclops, or person.
Would you like to save the game? This is the writer saying, okay, shit's about to hit the fan. Shit's going off the rails in the next couple minutes. You want to lose all your progress? All right, let's save our game here. We are going to use spot number 2. We're going to save. There we go. I love how it tells you that you've played for, like, it tells me that I've played for 43 minutes, but anybody who's been, like, Jansely can vouch for this. The past, like, 30 minutes or so, I've barely done anything other than voice acting. All right. Yeah, it's about to get real, Swain. We're heading in. We're taking a deep dive. If you insist on continuing on, please take this torch with you. Mary obtains a torch.
All right. Thank you. This'll definitely come in handy.
All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Long, dark hallways. Good. Staple of a good cave. Okay. Where the hell are we going? Oh, there we go. That's supposed to be a staircase.
As Mary descended into the cave, she felt a cold chill run over her entire body. Ooh, sure is cold. My nipples are so hard they could...
Okay, let me try that one again.
Whew, it sure is cold. My nipples are so hard they could double as a quick shiv in prison. Jesus Christ. She decided to continue further into the cave as there was really no point in going back the way she had come. After all, that's not really how stories work, is it?
Yeah, you know what? Well, this is a game that was built in RPG Maker, which is like, for like $100 you get like a program and like pre-built assets and stuff like that. You can throw these together and you set up these cutscenes and stuff. The thing is that most of these games end up looking very much the same. It's the writing that separates them, and in this case the writing is great.
because it takes me back to the flash fiction that like my friends and I did in high school, and it's just great. I'm excited to meet this Cyclops thing. I hope he's friendly. Let's see if she'll be tripping balls after this one too. Mary doesn't want to have to choke a bitch today. Oh man, this is great. All right, so as we continue through the cave here, looking for our Biclops or person. Oh, wait, what's this? No, okay, that apparently is up on the toward the ceiling. All right, what the hell's that? Mary ventured on until she came upon a Raggedy Ann on meth-looking motherfucker standing in the center of the cave. Not gonna lie, Rob, if you ever pop that voice out while we hand out... I have a thing for fairies. See, the thing is the longer this goes and the more voices I have to do, it's going to be hard to keep track if ever these people are recurring characters, so... What's Meth Grandpa? Meth Grandpa is my DJ name at the club on Tuesdays and Saturdays, Emma. Now back to the story. Who are you? Gothica. Who am I? Who are you? I'm Mary. You look funny. That's not something you typically say to strangers. Actually, I do. Well, Mary, keep your voice down. There's a Cyclops sleeping around the corner, and we don't want to wake him up unless we have a way to kill him. Kill him? But why would we go and do something like that? Because if he were awake and alert, he'd chew us up into a fine paste, spit us out into the palm of his hand, and use us as lubricant to pleasure himself. This game is scientifically formulated to get me to laugh on camera. Yeah, Swain. My chatbot and everything. I still have to set that up. I've failed with setting that up. That was like one of those things that I kind of lost when I ended up like spending half my vacation with insomnia and like another half kind of sick, which is why I've been taking this, which is cough syrup with shit tons of codeine in it, and that's why I'm not drinking beer and I'm having Crystal Pepsi instead. And now we've gone from Crystal Pepsi to like game that was made on crystal meth apparently. So all right, so where do you go from a Cyclops chewing you up into a fine paste, spitting you out, and using as a pleasurable personal lubricant? Let's see. Oh, so how do we kill him? Now you're talking my language. I'm Gothica, a treasure hunter. I came into this cave because I heard there's a hidden artifact in here somewhere. It holds great power within itself. If we can manage to dig it up, we can use it to turn that Cyclops inside out. That sounds like fun. So where should we start digging? Your guess is as good as mine. I've been digging for hours and I've had no luck. Why don't you go ahead and see if you can dig anything up? I'm sure you can use some sort of fairy magic or something to help you. Fairy magic? I wish. This is a job for some nimble fingers. This is a job for some nimble little fingers sifting through hard dirt. So with haste, Mary searched around the cave for potential digging spots to try and find this ancient artifact that the crazy lady told her about. Butterfly. Okay, disappears a flash of light. Contains a lore fragment. All right, maybe I should check and see what these lore fragments are. How do I get to my inventory? There we go. Items. Oh, just says butterflies. 4. That's it? All right, well, screw that then. All right, so I'm looking for a place to, well, place to dig. I wonder what that could be. You know, this glowing, sparkling spot. Oh, I wonder what's hidden under here. This looks like a good spot to dig. You know what? This would be exactly the place where if I were writing this game, I would lead someone to their certain death. I wonder if that's going to happen here. Never trust a Cyclops. You can't tell if they're winking or blinking. That's very true. That is wise. That is wisdom right there. All right, so we're scratching at the earth apparently, and we found something. Oh, it's just an old chicken bone. I don't want that. How do you know? How do you know you don't want an old chicken bone? Let me know if you find anything. Okay, so apparently a chicken bone is not what we want. Oh, a spot to dig. I hope I get something good from this. If this is like a chicken skeleton we're putting together, I'm going to be very disappointed. Oh, it's just a smelly old boot. I got over my foot fetish years ago. This won't do me any good. Oh, good God. By the way, shout out to all you guys who are still putting up with this. I know this is probably not what you signed on for. I'm pretty sure when Swain said that he was gonna come bring you by this way, you had no idea it was gonna turn into this type of train wreck. So thank you for sticking around. I very much appreciate it. Oh, this has got to be a good spot to dig. I can feel it. I was wrong. It's empty. All right. Well, how do we? Oh no, we gotta go back. We gotta take the stairs. Wasn't there a Cyclops around here somewhere? Oh, this spot looks promising. I wonder what's hidden here under the dirt. Oh, it's just a small human. Yay, you found me. I don't have any use for this. Guess I'll cover it back up. Wait, don't. That should do the trick. I guess we didn't have a dumpster to put the child in. I guess there was no dumpster to put the child in. That would have been, probably would have been too much. All right. So, let's go back. Where's another place we have not yet explored? Okay, so we have one down here. No dig site down here. We gotta be careful because it's, oh yeah, we're not gonna mess with that just yet. This better be the right spot. I just got my nails done. That shit's expensive. Success. Mary obtains a scroll of face melting. This should do just fine against the Cyclops. I should go show Gothica. All right. Let's go back and show Gothica. We found the script of face melting. It's probably the lyric sheet for a Tenacious D album. You did it! You found the artifact. That's exactly what we've been looking for. See, I told you, I'm gonna forget these voices. So what do I do now? Now, you go find that big, fat, smelly Cyclops and use the scroll to destroy him. Really? It's that simple? Probably not, but good luck. I'm so new to Twitch, I tried to like Swain's comment, then I accidentally clicked on his name and it asked if I wanted to whisper him. Now I'm weirded out. I'm gonna go take a close-on shower. You have fun with that, Jansley. Yeah, it's funny. For all the live streams that I've been a part of, I've never had to do the production side as well as doing the on-air stuff, so to speak. So doing this is kind of like the one-man show. It takes some getting used to. And Twitch is a lot different than doing it on YouTube. When I've done YouTube live streams, it's all been very, very cut and dry. But then again, YouTube is very, very bare bones for features. There's like literally nothing you can do other than stream and answer people in chat and hope to hell people in chat behave. Here you can actually do stuff. Like here you can set up a wheel of whatever and end up playing an incredibly twisted as shit game as this one. Because this is some twisted shit right here. So Mary set off to slay the Cyclops, all on her own. Alright, so now I gotta find the Cyclops. Apparently he was just around the corner. I don't know what corner she was talking about, because I've been around some corners. Okay, so down here I think we just have the child that we buried. What's down here? No. Okay. So we know we're going to get into a fight. We have to get down. I'd rather not get down there by breaking a bridge. I have a feeling that's going to be how I'm going to do. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go. Now we're around a corner. Yeah, here we go. There's the Cyclops. I spy with my one eye a little fairy. Oh man, this is getting rough on the voice. All right, Swain, thank you very, very much for being a part of the stream. Seriously, you know, if you had just popped by for like 2 minutes just to say hi, I would have been really cool with that. Thank you very much for dropping by. Thank you for bringing a lot of the gang over from the Swain Nation, as it were. I can't wait to join your stream tomorrow night. Thank you very, very much. Have yourself a great night. Cheers, man. All right. Wow, that's pretty impressive, mister. What are you doing in my cave, little fairy? Oh, I'm just passing through. Ordinarily, I'd just try to sneak by a big, scary creature like you. But my friend Gothica told me I had to kill you, so here goes. Kill me? What? Mary the fairy pulled the scroll of face melting she had found earlier from her pouch, reading whatever gibberish was written upon it, until it started to glow in her hands. Oh, we're tripping balls again. And just then, Mary unleashed a violent spell from the scroll that turned the Cyclops into a big pile of mashed potatoes. Wow! That was awesome! Mary was so pleased with the magic power in the scroll that she decided to put it away for later use. This thing is great! I love mashed potatoes! I also love mashed potatoes. Who doesn't love mashed potatoes, Andrew? Mashed potatoes and pussy are the only two things I can eat at this age. Then maybe I should stop making you mashed potatoes for dinner every night. You must be getting too full. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, anyways, Mary the fairy started to move on from the cave. thus progressing the story and ending this conversation. Would you like to save the game? When I see this now, would you like to save the game? It reminds me of the movie Starship Troopers. Like, would you like to know more? I'm going to try and do that. Again, I have to remember all these voices. If I play this again on my next stream, which I think I should, because I have a feeling that some of you might return for this sort of game. What do you say, Chad? Should I make this like a Sunday thing until we finish the game? Let me know in the chat. If you think that this is worthwhile completing as a regular Sunday event, because it's pretty warped and I kind of like it. All right, so we're gonna go to file 3, save, done. The pile is still warm to the touch. Okay. The pile is still warm to the touch. Okay, I guess I gotta go around it. I should probably let Gothica know that the Cyclops is dead. Oh, I guess if I have to. Maybe my mashed potatoes will cool off by then. Why not? Yeah, you know what? I mean, honestly, Lee, this is one of those rare gems. Most people would turn their noses up at this because it's an RPG Maker game and it's very obvious that it is. And typically the RPG Maker games are only played by other people who make RPG Maker games. But this one here, it's just got that right amount of warped, and I kind of like it. By which I mean I really, really like it. Here we go. Wow, I can't believe you did it. I heard the screams all the way over here. You were really amazing, little fairy. I know. I guess I should probably be on my way, though. It was nice meeting you, Gothica. And you as well, little fairy. Safe travels to you. So Mary ventured onward, making haste in a very linear direction with no other potential forks or outcomes. Oh, man. There was also another game. It's a platformer that I was thinking of getting, but I'm glad I got this one instead. It was called The Narrator is a Dick. The pile is still warm to the touch. How hot are these mashed potatoes? Jesus Christ. Exit to somewhere else. Upon climbing up the rocky steps of the cave, Mary noticed a light emanating from what appeared to be an exit in the wall. Ooh, I see light. This is a good sign. Onward we go, fairy wings. Another road to a different somewhere. It's so bright out here. I'm happy to be out of that dark, smelly cave. Alright, so... and this is... the sign reads, "Warning, Cyclops ahead." Mary pulls out a thick black marker and writes on the sign. Hee hee, much better. The sign now reads, "Warning, mashed potatoes ahead." Well, that's fair. Was that a diggable hole? Where? Where was it? No, that's the staircase we just came out of. No, here they really signpost everything. So now I gotta get the butterfly. Just as you reach your hand out to touch the butterfly, disappears with a flash of light. Mary obtains a lore fragment. Let's see if I can talk to a bird or something. Nope, apparently not. Alright, so this is this the only way I can go? This is the only way that I can go. There's one way. No, I think you were looking at the mashed potatoes earlier. There was a steaming pile of mashed potatoes, which is where the Cyclops had been. Okay, let's see what this says. The sign reads, "The Unholy Treehouse." Okay. I'm gonna guess that's this creature up here. So we have no choice but to go through this creature. Fair enough. We have the spell of face melting. Shroomer. Okay. Well, hello there, little fairy. I am Shroomer, the Shroomling. Mary came upon a Shroomling. She found a magical mushroom in the forest, Grandpa? No, I mean... She came upon a Shroomling. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, what the hell are you doing to me? Hey, knock that off. Sorry, the sight of mushrooms really gets me going. That is just uncalled for. Be gone with you, little fairy. Please forgive me. I didn't mean any harm. I'm so very distraught right now. You've managed to ruin my perfectly fine day. I'd like to make it up to you if you'll let me. I would feel much better after a nice nap. My mother used to play me lovely ballads to help soothe me to sleep. I will find a way. You can count on me. So then, Mary the fairy wandered off to figure out how she was going to make things up to Mr. Mushroom. Hey, I don't remember those mushrooms being there before. I should probably go check it out. Oh yeah, it does look like there might be a hidden cave here. I'm not sure if that's a texture though. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's talk to one. These mushrooms are standing still like a statue. Maybe I should go talk to that big one over there. Alright, well, let's talk to this one. Hello there. I see you're having some troubles trying to pass Shroomer there. Yes, I may have done something to upset him. But he said that if he heard a nice song, it might make it up to him. Well, it just so happens that I'm traveling with my musical mushroom troupe. Wow, really? What do you call yourselves? Mushroomica. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, could you maybe teach me a song to play for Shroomer? Yes, we're having a little bit of a dry spell right now and haven't been able to book any shows lately, so we have plenty of time to spare to help out a little fairy in need. That's wonderful, Shroomfield. Not a problem. Lucky for you, we don't have any use for money, so this lesson is on the house. All right, what did you need me to do? Well, it just so happens that my shrooms here are a bit stiff. They're in dire need of a nice lubing up, if you know what I mean. So, what do you say? Absolutely. Well, are you ready to start now? I might regret this. So that's why I'm going to do it. Yes, we are. 3, 2, 1, go! Whoops, you'll have to try. Oh, this is a memory game. Oh, man, I hate this. Okay. Absolutely fantastic. Doesn't look like Shroomer yet is quite asleep. How about we play a little more? Okay. Go on. These mushrooms are standing still like a statue. Maybe I should go. Okay. Yeah. Are you ready to start round 2? Yes. Okay. 2, 1, go. That was brilliant. Take it away, shrooms. Wow. Crowd applause. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, that was fucking metal. Good luck on your adventures, little fairy. It looks like he's fast asleep now. Here's my chance to clear the path. Mary grabbed onto Shroomer and started pulling him out of the way. One last time won't hurt. Jesus Christ. All right, now let's see where that path leads to. All of a sudden, Mary heard a scream coming from the north. I wonder what that was. It sounds like someone could use my help. Would you like to save the game? Yes. Okay, we're going to go with file number 4. We're going to save. All right, with that, actually, you know what, guys? I think we're going to cut it here. It's just past 11 o'clock here in the Eastern time zone, and I know that a lot of you probably need to work early tomorrow. I'm not one of them, but I do have to get up early to help my son get ready for school, so we are going to cut it right about here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to leave the music playing, but I'm going to thank all of you for joining me here tonight. Thank you very much for the follows. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end and just enjoying this warped little story. I think we're going to do this again next Sunday, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. For those of you who will be following Swain's stream, I look forward, hopefully you'll stick around after Swain's done to come by and join the madness. And until next time, if you don't delay and act now, you too can regret following me on the following social media platforms. So below is other places where you can follow me. I'm on Twitter at SomeGuyNamedRob, just SomeGuyNamedRob on Instagram if you want to see a whole bunch of pictures of my cute boy and equally cute and dumb animals. Not that my boy's dumb, but my animals definitely are. I also have my own little Facebook group for those of you who are still on Facebook, and of course, I'm on Patreon for anyone who wants to follow everything that I do. I treat Patreon as mostly like a blog, so there's absolutely no, there's no pressure for anyone to subscribe or whatever, or contribute. Nothing's behind a paywall, so if you want to just keep tracking all the random weird shit that I do, that's where you'll find it. And we will see you next Sunday, live from the International Academy. For the subtle art of talking to oneself, thank you once again, and good night.